Steelers, Seahawks, coming up here on EA Sports as we come to you from Seattle, Washington for today's game.
The running back position today manned by a couple of stars of the sport. What are you looking for here?
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing, isn't it, to do a game where it's all about the running backs. We've talked about how good the quarterback is, and aren't they special? Well, these two running backs are special, and we see it each week how they play, but also we see it how the offenses are designed. It is around the running backs.
Bell in the backfield, single back set. First down at the 35. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. First down here. Playing press coverage to the outside.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Martavis Bryant makes the catch. So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. Bell's handed the football. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
This is a collection of wide receivers that could dictate this game today. They must find a way to create separation for their quarterback.
The Seahawks defense now is going to go nickel. The wide receiver in motion. The Steelers have it at the 34. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. First down and 10.
Bell's taking the handoff.
It's Earl Thomas who makes the tackle. Second down coming up.
Steelers, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
The defense on its heels. Football sits at the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5. For a gain of about 5.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
That false start penalty will push them back 5 yards. Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line. Press coverage all the way. Second and goal from the 5. A first drive and a first touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
the 20 and brought down at the 23. Lynch is in the backfield. Halfway through this first quarter now. Lynch is taken down at the 25.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Wilson's got it in the gun. 2 hands on the football. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown. Clearly, they didn't let the early deficit discourage them. We're all tied up again, thanks to that touchdown.
Oh, shoot, of course not. It didn't get to him. You know, this is a game of adversity, and nothing ever goes right, it seems like. But that was a nice drive. Puts them in a spot right now where the game is even, and here we go.
The Seahawks ready to boot the football down the field.
The 18-yard line.
The Steelers coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
First down at the 18. Roethlisberger, Wagner with the sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
A long field ahead of them at the 10.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun.
Looking to go down the field here,
but it falls incomplete.
One player to watch at linebacker today. He'll be in on many tackles. Bobby Wagner.
He was drafted because he had great speed in college, and that speed you see at the NFL. He is a tackling machine and a great linebacker.
Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. The reception by Martavis Bryant. First down following the long play. D'Angelo Williams. Urban's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. Second down and 12. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
Brown's so fast, you have to back off of him. Why? Because you don't want him to run by you and go deep down the field. So that time he breaks the out route. The quarterback puts him right on target and he makes the catch. Just short of the first down marker.
Roethlisberger's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Roethlisberger's back in shotgun formation. Finds Brown. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses just poor play selection, poor execution, and you've got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield. 2nd and 12. The defense doubled up on that one.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Third and 12. Easy catch there. No one near him. The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 38. Johnson's taken down at the 33.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Steelers take it from the 33. Got hit on release. Play after play after play here on this drive. The Steelers will set up. The 28 is the first down line.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Steelers are going to call a timeout. Want to talk about this third down. Third down after the penalty.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. The long drive continues. The Steelers will set up. The 28 is the first down line. Third down and 5. Williams has got it on a pass that had some heat. First and 10. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
The Seahawks defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Roethlisberger from the gun. Cliff Averill brings down the quarterback.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Makes the catch in open space.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
And he'll take the snap and plow ahead.
First down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
What a drive this has been.
First and goal from the 3. Fullback takes the handoff.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course, it'll be a touchdown.
2-minute warning.
Not even a foot away. Second and goal. Rump runs it across for the score. Touchdown.
How about that? The fullback scores the touchdown. He does all the blocking, gets beat up all the time, but nothing like getting the football where you can score to get it done.
The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick.
Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Seahawks heading back onto the field on offense. They scored on their last drive, Phil, and they did it with a blistering aerial attack.
Quarterback is hot. He is getting protected. Oh, man, what do you do now? I think if you're an offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter what you call. You know your guys are going to make it work.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Marshawn Lynch with the grab. Coming up, second down. Looking at every option. Pulls it in. A foot race to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas. And even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make catches.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
It out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Steelers offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
The Steelers from the 27.
The Steelers now move the chains.
That's his first reception today. No time to huddle right now. They go right to the hurry-up.
Well, and this hurry-up offense, such a big part of the NFL. So many close games. You better be good in the hurry-up offense.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible.
It's Brandon Mebane with the sack.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power. And it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. Third down coming up.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun.
Looking long. And intercepted.
What a great job by the defense coming up with the pick and giving themselves one more chance to break the tie before halftime.
Well, yeah, is it a great job? I don't know. The quarterback, terrible decision. I know, good play by the defense getting that interception, but the play call, the decision by the quarterback, they were both bad.
The Seahawks now come to the line. Second quarter of a tie game. Scores 14-14. First down at the 50.
Alvin Bud Dupree gets to the quarterback.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Seahawks snap it at the 41. He's wide open for the grab. The Seahawks signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. So they get the reception, but it's not enough to move the chains. Third down coming up. Stands in the pocket. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series. The Seahawks elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Down the field. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
And that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back from the Emerald City to start the second half in Seattle after the break. And the second half kicks off. Which team is going to break this tie? And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense comes onto the field after a tie ball game through 2 quarters, Phil.
Usually in the second half, offenses kind of get the advantage. Why? Because the defense starts to tire out a little, and you can spring different plays on them because you've learned what they like to do. Can they come out here and take advantage of this defense? I think they're going to have a good drive right here.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion. The Seahawks take it from the 28. He'll pick up 7 this time.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it, and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
After running it, it's second down.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Shazier's there to take him down. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Bill?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see him drop a pass. Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Wilson set in the pistol. Lynch is going to secure the handoff. Allen's there to make the stop.
Lynch is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Here's the football marked at the 47.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd and 8. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
They face 3rd and 8 after failing to connect on that last pass play. The play clock's running down. Should have had it. Just out of the half, and it looks like the defensive battle continues in this game.
Nothing changed at halftime, did it? The defense came out, fired up, ready to go, and they're still playing well. Offenses, I'd say the game plan for you the rest of the day is try not to make a mistake.
The Seahawks will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. Wilson's ready for the snap, empty backfield. From the gun. Over to Graham. Graham's brought down at the 21.
There are so many players now in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass, it just makes it look so easy.
Wilson's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Here's the first snap after the big play. Outside now on the toss.
Marshawn Lynch is one of the more physical running backs in the NFL, but it's not always just those tough yards. He shows he still has the speed to get some big yards.
Second down following the run.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
They face 3rd down after the incomplete pass. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold it.
First down on the way.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
On first down, it's back to the ground game. That picks up 7. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make...
And he's in for the touchdown.
Bill, how big was that touchdown here midway through the third quarter to take the lead?
Well, Jim, I think anytime you start getting into the third quarter of football games, anytime you take the lead, it's a big deal because now you're going to start affecting the play calls of the offense and the defense of the other team.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
Will run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Steelers offense trots out onto the field looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
First down at the 19. Roethlisberger sends it to Brown.
The Steelers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Coming to the line at the 48.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Roethlisberger's pass will go for an incompletion. Second down following that incompletion. Playing press coverage to the outside. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun ready for the snap. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. Third and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make a play and pick up a first down.
3rd and 10. Antonio Brown with the catch.
The Steelers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 60% on the day. They come to the line, and it's first down. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. First down at the 34. Roethlisberger's on the move. And that pass is just thrown away.
Jim, I'll tell you this. Quarterbacks hate throwing the football away. You know why? Because it just goes down in the record books as an incompletion. So, good job that time. The QB looked, nobody open, and he finally gets rid of the football.
Second and 10. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The Steelers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
The catch by Bell.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun. 2nd down and 6. Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown. The Steelers are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. This is third down. Press coverage all the way. The Seahawks lined up in the nickel. The final quarter begins with this snap. Johnson's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Well, when you get down here this close, you got to be tough, big and strong to get into the end zone. That time, he falls a couple inches short.
Roethlisberger runs it across. Touchdown.
Here in the early part of the fourth, we've got ourselves a tie game. It looks like this one's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, you know, games like this, when you get in the fourth quarter, it's all about performing under pressure. We're going to find out which team can handle the pressure the best.
The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
Tackles made right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
The Seahawks will take the snap from the 25. Second down here after that run play.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowd the line of scrimmage.
Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. And they tackle him there at the 34.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
On the way, third down. Play clock's running down. And he'll hand it off to the fullback. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Quarters formation here for the defense. Wilson from the shotgun. The defense gets a sack.
A lot of things to look at if you're a quarterback in this league now, isn't it? You're looking at safeties, you look at linebackers, but you forget, hey, these corners can blitz. Good disguise, good timing, and a nice sack by the corner.
The Seahawks take it from the 28. Wilson's on the move. Gains 11.
If you give him the chance, he will run the football. That's what he did that time. He tucked it in there and ran up the field and got a few yards.
It'll be third down. Tie game here in the late going, and the defense needs to make a stop. They cannot give up the big play right now. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Late in the game, the defense has to be aggressive. They are this time on third down. Tie football game late in the fourth quarter. They stay aggressive and they get it done.
The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 6 play. Time becoming a factor in this game. Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. Looking across the middle.
The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
What a nice spot to begin this drive.
The Steelers have it at the 39. And straight ahead, Bell.
2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. They hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
And they are in on Bell. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
That's a timeout by the team. That last play was a run. 3rd down coming up.
Quarterback sneak.
The defense stops the clock.
Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside and be back in just a moment.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Now 1st and 10.
And the immediate handoff to the fullback.
Second and 3 after that last carry. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half.
Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger takes a look down from under center.
Johnson's got it on the handoff. The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20.
So right into the hurry-up offense they go into this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, these guys, all these pros, they've been doing this stuff since they were in high school running the 2-minute offense, so I know they're ready for it.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down.
Coming to the line at the 17-yard line.
We've got about a minute to go here, and the game is tied. The Seahawks defense will stop the clock here with under 2 to go as they want to preserve the clock.
The Steelers come to the line, 4th quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining.
Second and 9.
They call his name again.
Third down.
Nick's going to take the handoff now.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
That is just a killer. Delay of game against the offense.
Something you can control. Snapping the football before the play clock runs out. The quarterback's got to read the defense, make sure his guys are aligned, and also watch the play clock.
The Steelers getting set now for what would be a winning field goal on an afternoon we will long remember. And it's good. With almost no time left on the clock, they may have just locked up the win with that kick. He makes the kick, and we are headed to overtime.
Yeah, tremendous job that time by the center. He put the snap right on the money, the holder, and a beautiful kick to tie this game up. And you said it right. We're going to overtime.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. And it's good. He puts it through, and the celebration is on. Well, Phil, it comes down to the kicker, and he delivers the goods at the end of the game.
You know, we don't give the kickers enough credit. They're the only people that get to go out and actually think about their job before the play happens. Such a reactionary sport. I give the kicker a lot of credit. Made a big kick in a tough moment.
So for Bill Sims and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.